You really know the way to a guitar player's art, man. Thank you for the tone compliment. I'll walk you through how I get all the fucking impeccable tones that you guys hear on my channel. So in all seriousness, I know a lot of people say like tone is in the fingers and this, that, and the other, and there's a lot of truth to that. But a lot of people downplay how much gear matters. It does start with just having good gear. For that video, I was using my EC1000, my LTD, and this thing is a great sounding guitar. I have Fishman Classics in here, and they're great sounding pickups, and I got full-size pots in there, good wiring. But beyond that, it's the amp, man. The amp is so critical, even more important than the guitar. So I'm running my MT15, and I'm running it through my orange cab with Celestion V30s. This is 2x12. So I'm opting to mic up my cab these days. Now I like to have my mic just a little bit away. Like some people will have their mic just sitting right up against the speaker. I like to get a little bit of room sound coming out, and I'm running it into my PreSonus audio box interface. And then from there, I'm running the two outputs into my iRig so I can record directly into my phone without having to do the whole like lining up the video and audio afterwards. So the interfaces are critical, your amp is critical, your guitar is critical, but then something that's more applicable, you know, regardless of the gear that you have, is your amp settings. And I'll tell you two mistakes that I see a lot of people doing. Number one is they have the mids way too low, and number two is they have the gains way too high. So these are the settings I was using on that video. I rarely push my gain up beyond the halfway mark, and I'll always have the middle up, you know, pretty comparable to the treble as well, if not even higher sometimes. Now the idea here is, how is the guitar going to sound in a mix? A lot of guitar players have the wrong perspective of how does it sound just on its own. It's all about how it sounds in the mix. The guitar is a mid-range instrument, so making sure you have good mids will help the guitar to pop in a mix, and keeping the gain minimal will help with your clarity. If you have the gain too high, it's just gonna sound like a lot of fucking noise. Now what I do like to do is I run my overdrive in front. You will see though, I have the gain all the way turned down, the level around halfway, and then what I'm doing is I'm taming the bass, the low end here. So I have the tone knob, you know, about a quarter of the way up, and this is just giving a little bit of extra oomph and making the gain a little bit tighter. So regardless of the gear that you have, like, work on those amp settings, get an overdrive in front. Hope that helps, man.